I'm a Pisces, first of all, so
I'm a Capricorn.
So I think that's good. That's good. Earth, water sign.
That's super helpful.
Usually Earth and water.
Jesus and I met through Zoom.
Yeah. Tatyana is actually the reason that is one of the two primary reasons that I said yes to the program at Brown. Because I didn't know if I wanted to go because it's Rhode Island. I was like, I don't know, like I'm Mexican.
Rhode Island's the best.
It is cute, but I'm Mexican. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. And then you and Lucas were the people to be like, hey, and we're here too.
Yeah.
And then like through you and Lucas, I ended up on Zoom with like Alfie and Maria, and like it was just this moment of like being given the right kind of people to welcome you into a place immediately, and I think that helped me like say yes to the program, which I think is like obviously like changed so much of what my life looks like.
Yeah. So Jesus had a initial reading where you had all women read for these characters, which was really, really fun. And I read for the role of Andrew. And afterwards I was like, Jesus, I need to direct this play. Please let me direct this play because it's so good. That was like the first version of this play.
Because that reading was 50 pages. I didn't know how the play was going to end. I didn't know like what the big thing that was going to happen in the play was going to be. I knew I wanted to write about ninth grade boys. I knew that I wanted to write these 4 boys in particular. And I like, obviously like because of who lives in Providence, I was like, oh, you have to do this. For me, the moment that I was like, oh, this is your play, actually, like this is like your play. So Tatyana was brought in to be like my like directing consultant for the thesis because they made me direct my own play. But
the play was good. It was so
my
beautiful.
transitions needed work is what you said. You said
did I?
The next one. You said we'll get it in the next one. Yeah. No, but it was just
did I say that?
Yeah. I feel
that's
like
crazy.
we're comfortable enough to like say that. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
We knew. And afterwards, Tatyana, you gave me a ride home, and we were in your car, and like we got in your car. You didn't even like start it. You were like, it's crazy how no one ever teaches us to dream. Like no one ever actually like teaches young people to like dream and to want things for themselves. In that car, I think just like the clarity with which you saw the characters I was writing, which means that like you could understand like these young people that I like fell in love with while I was a teacher. We were no longer talking about the play, we were talking about how important these kinds of like people are, these kinds of students are, how important it is to like love these kinds of students. And that's when I was like, oh, this is your play.
Yeah.
And you also told me to switch a bunch of things around, which I did, and it's a better play for it. Yeah.
I do think like when you're in survival mode, and I think in different ways, the boys in this play are, it's really hard to dream. And when you don't have models of what that looks like, or what's possible, like the fact that no one told me that an Ivy League school was possible. Like it wasn't even in the realm of possibility when I was like, for me, I don't even know. I was Miami-Dade Community College. Like I didn't know. And when I was applying for schools, like it wasn't even like I was gonna apply for UF or UM or any of these schools. It was like you go to Miami-Dade. Like you go to Miami-Dade Community College, MDCC.
Yeah, like I don't know. It was really like beautiful to get to hear like your particular like hope for young people.
I don't know how to react.
In the fall of 2019, I applied to graduate schools. It was going to be my 9th year teaching high school, and I was like, I think I want to write plays. Maybe, I don't know. I got into Brown. I said yes. I started my program on Zoom because it was fall of 2020, which means that because the school also had a difficult time finding a replacement, there was a moment where I was in grad school and I was also teaching high school on Zoom at the same time for like about 3 months. My second year of graduate school, I think I felt like I had been unplugged from being in the service of people, like being like in service to like community, to people that I loved. I think these kinds of programs like pluck you out of your community, and then they sort of teach you like, oh, like you go and be in the service of like this industry now. And that felt like wrong to me. Every day that I was at that school was an opportunity to like give someone a snack or like help out with like their community service hours, or like a small thing you can do to like make someone's life easier was something I could do every single day. And then I was in grad school and suddenly I couldn't do that for people. And so I started thinking about these like boys who kept coming into my classroom in the 2018-2019 school year, and then in the 2019-2020 school year, RIP, the school year. There was such a rehearsal of trust in each other in that lunch period. Like, I watched them be so mean to each other. I watched them be so kind to each other. Like, watching a boy call another boy like ugly or fat, and then immediately seconds after do something like tremendously like virtuosic in its grace is like insane. Like, I think like the capacity of young people to be friends to one another and to like save each other in small ways every day is like tremendous. And so yeah, for me this play is like a tribute to how vast young people are, ninth graders specifically.
My favorite part about working with this cast is the immediate community that has come together. I've also not worked with 4 people of this age group that are playing boys, but their energy is infectious, and it makes me want to get up and play with them. Super collaborative room, a lot of energy, super fun, and everyone, like, we're all in the game together. And I think that that's like been the absolute best part of the rehearsal process right now. And also having you in the room is super helpful as well, because we have our dramaturg also, the dramaturg to be like, Jesus.
That wouldn't happen in Texas. If I had to guess, I think it would be me.
I think so.
Because
I feel like I learned that in adulthood, where I feel like you've had it. Like, there's a foundation there.
Yeah. Anytime you talk about high school, you're always like, I was married to Jesus. And I was like, ooh, okay. Which means I'm like, oh, I
was married to Jesus.
I'm sure there was a desire to talk shit, but I think you were like, where I was like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win. Yeah,
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win.
I love drama. I love lying. It was so exciting. I was like a mostly like A and B student. Like, I did really well. So like, I needed excitement.
I would say I was not an A and B student, but C's get degrees. Okay? Thank you so much. So I think that if you're depicting like goody two-shoes as grades, nah fam, not good at all. But in every other way, like, I wasn't doing anything else. Like, I would run home to watch Oprah. Like, that was.
I was gonna
like,
ask what you were watching when you went home.
I wanted to, because I wasn't allowed to watch TV a ton. So like, when no one was home, what I would watch is like Oprah.
Yeah, I would like Jenny Jones.
Okay, but that was during the day. And the Rosie O'Donnell came on at 3. Rosie O'Donnell came on at 3, and then there was a soap opera called Passions.
You want fun?
Wait, did you watch Passions?
Oh my God, Timmy.
Passions. So Passions would come on at like at 2 or something like that. So I would run and watch like the last 30 minutes, because we got out at 2:30. So we would go to my friend's house and I would watch like the last 30 minutes of Passions, and then I would get on the bus and go home.
Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald is one of the craziest names anyone has ever.
But it's so good.
It's so good. Yeah. I think I want audiences to leave with a profound respect for the emotional intelligence and like political and social imagination of young people. Like, everywhere from children living through genocide in Palestine to like the high school students that are organizing like walkouts over ICE here in the United States. Like, we are watching young people in real time in every corner of the world lead us towards the way we all should be.
And also just the things that we tell young people matter, and the language that we use, the hope or lack of hope that we give young people. A lot of times they're sponges, and as a person that was a young person, I know that I was a sponge. The words that we use, the language that we use around young people can affect them and have lasting effects of what is capable, what isn't capable, what they should be doing with their lives, and that there are many different possibilities. And that's what I hope people walk away with, and when they look at young people, that they understand that they, as an adult, can have a lot of influence on what that person becomes or what their belief systems are. And also, I hope people walk away with hope. Thank you. I don't know.